In the high-octane world of motocross, where the brave and skilled test the limits of man and machine, one MX2 phenom stands out among the rest in recent years. This is the extraordinary story of René Hofer, a young motocross prodigy whose unyielding spirit and determination pushed him beyond the barriers of adversity and made him a legend in our sport in his short time with us. January 4th, 2002, a date that would mark the beginning of an incredible journey in the world of motocross. In the picturesque city of Linz, Austria, a motocross prodigy was born, René Hofer. But René's story wasn't just about talent, it was about a passion that ran in his blood. In the heart of Linz, a city known for its charm and beauty, René Hofer entered this world. His destiny was intertwined with motocross from the very beginning. René's father, an avid motocross racer, had motocross coursing through his veins, and it wouldn't be long before young Rainer would follow in his father's tyre tracks. As a toddler, René was surrounded by the sights and sounds of motocross. The roar of engines and the thrill of the race became the soundtrack of his childhood.
René was already as a baby always at the track at the amateur races of our dad, so yeah, he grew up with the sport and showed interest right away actually.
It was at the tender age of 3 that René took his first seat on a motocross bike. Little did anyone know that this moment would etch an unbreakable bond between him and the sport. By the time he was 4, René was already attending his first races, ready to conquer the motocross world. And conquer he did. In no time, René began winning races, and his name started to shine in the motocross community. At just 5 years old, René was already a top contender in the 50cc class in Austria. His skills were undeniable, and his determination unwavering. The Hofers decided to broaden their horizons, and young René embarked on a journey across Europe, showcasing his exceptional talent. By the age of 7, René had become a sensation in the mini motocross world. He had mastered the 50cc class, winning titles like the Czech Junior State Championship and finishing strong in events like the Belgian MX Masters. But René wasn't just winning races, he was rewriting the record books. At such a tender age, he became the youngest racer ever to claim both the MX Austria Championship and the Lower Austria Cup.
Starting on the 50cc, René had a lot of fun riding according to my parents, but already in the beginning he took it quite seriously. But you could tell that throughout his whole career the fun was always there.
As René Hofer's journey in the world of motocross continued, he proved time and again that he was a force to be reckoned with. After conquering the 50cc class, he set his sights on new challenges in the 65cc category. At the age of 8, René was ready for the next chapter of his motocross career. He left the 50cc class behind, making the jump to the 65cc category. It didn't take long for René to feel right at home on the 65cc bike. He quickly adapted to the new class and began his ascent through the ranks. With unwavering determination, René once again emerged as a top contender in his series, and in his rookie season in the 65cc class, he shattered records, becoming the youngest champion of the 65cc MX Austria Cup.
The change to the 65cc was actually easy for René. There were not really any problems and yeah, he felt comfortable on the bike.
René's second season in the 65cc category was marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence. The Hofer family, always by his side, ramped up their racing schedule. This year, René was nothing short of dominant. He not only secured victories in both the KTM Kids Challenge and the MX Austria Cup, but he also made an early leap into the highly competitive 85cc class in the Austrian Championship. And once again, René emerged as a champion, solidifying his status as a top mini athlete in the world of motocross.
He changed quite at an early age to the next class, and yeah, really always trained hard, ambitious and focused.
In 2012, René entered not one, but 3 major championships in the same year. His eyes were set on the coveted titles that would cement his status as a racing sensation. First up, the Junior World Championship. The stage was set, and René's skills were put to the ultimate test. Battling against some of the finest young talents from around the globe, he gave it his all, finishing in a remarkable 9th place. But René wasn't done there. He set his sights on the European Championship, competing in the fiercely competitive 85cc class. With a display of sheer grit and passion, he secured an impressive 3rd place overall. And then came the MX Masters in Austria. It was his largest racing year yet, and he was ready to make it count. In the 65cc class, René soared to victory, clinching the MX Masters Austria title. But his ambitions didn't stop there. In the 85cc class, he battled fiercely, finishing a remarkable 2nd. René had done the unthinkable. He had not only survived, but thrived on the grand stage. His name was etched in the annals of mini racing as a top 10 contender in the world, in both the 65cc and 85cc classes. As the dust settled, the Hofers knew they had made the right choice. Their journey in the world of racing was far from over, and they were ready to face the challenges that lay ahead, fueled by the fire of victory and the dreams of even greater triumphs.
René was already riding the European and World Championships since he was 7 years old, so yeah, I would say it was a quite normal feeling to him.
As René's motocross journey unfolded, his remarkable talent became increasingly evident. Following a promising debut in the European and World Championships, René's potential was undeniable. In 2013, at the age of 11, he embarked on a new chapter by signing his first contract with the esteemed Youngblood KTM racing team. With the full backing of the Youngblood KTM racing team, René's horizons expanded. He gained the support he needed to participate in a multitude of events, marking a significant step in his budding motocross career. Competing in the European Championship on the 65cc, René once again displayed his prowess by notching numerous victories in his region. But his ambitions extended far beyond local success. On the international stage, René's determination bore fruit. At the Junior World Championship, he outperformed his previous year's ranking, finishing an impressive 6th, a testament to his relentless pursuit of excellence. Beyond these major championships, René also ventured into the International CZ State Championship, securing the 65cc class title. And in a thrilling conclusion to the 2013 season, he returned to the MX Masters Austria Championship, this time as the 85cc class champion. René's 2nd season with the team was marked by further mastery of his craft. He achieved victory in the MX Masters Austria Cup and the MX Hobby Masters Cup, solidifying his reputation as a dominant force in the 85cc class. It was also during this time that René ventured into the highly competitive ADAC Championship, finishing a respectable 14th overall in his inaugural attempt. In his final season with the Youngblood KTM racing team, René's journey reached new heights. He clinched the Austrian Junior State Championship, securing a regional title. At the Junior World Championship, he once again improved his ranking, finishing an impressive 6th. And in the ADAC Championship, he achieved a podium finish.
In the Youngblood team, the training got way more intense and also the support got better, like the material of the bike, the clothing, the people and stuff like that. Everything was just more professional, so it was another step into the right direction.
In 2016, a 14-year-old René reached a pivotal moment in his burgeoning motocross career. It was a season that would redefine his trajectory and mark a significant turning point. The year proved to be a career best for young René. He continued to participate in the prestigious World Championship, European Championship, and the ADAC Junior Cup. And this time, he achieved the unthinkable. He won all 3. René's remarkable success in the mini classes had elevated his status, but he hungered for new challenges and greater heights. With a plethora of victories in the mini classes under his belt, René decided it was time to take the next leap in his career. He ventured into the fiercely competitive professional 125 class ranks, marking a bold and daring move. At the MXGP of Switzerland in Frauenfeld, René made his debut in the EMX 125 class. It was a formidable challenge, one that carried its share of pressure and uncertainty. Despite the immense difficulty, René demonstrated remarkable resilience and determination. In his first 125 class Grand Prix, he achieved an impressive 10th place overall. While it wasn't the ultimate finish he had set out to achieve, it was unquestionably a significant step in the right direction, a clear sign of progress. The 2016 season had revealed a new facet of René's journey. It was a year of triumphs, daring endeavours, and unmistakable progress as he set his sights on a promising future in motocross.
2016 was an amazing and successful year. Yeah, it was the beginning of a great career. Also a hard year for all of us, but yeah, it got rewarded, so worth it, definitely worth it.
In the 2017 season, a determined René embarked on a new chapter in his motocross journey. He transitioned full-time into the fiercely competitive EMX 125 class, challenging both the European Championship and the World Championship. René's entrance into the EMX 125 class was nothing short of remarkable. He immediately made his presence felt, consistently securing top 10 finishes in all but one Grand Prix.
This weekend I will race 125 in the 125 World Championship, and I'm really looking forward to it. My wishes are to ride as good as possible, and maybe a 5th till the 10th place would be great. And yeah, I will give my best, and cross your fingers for me.
The motocross world watched in awe as this young talent blazed through the races. In his rookie season, his best finish was an impressive 5th overall, a testament to his exceptional skills and unyielding determination. As the season unfolded, René's performance continued to impress. His consistent excellence resulted in a 5th place finish in both the European Championship and the World Championship. For a rookie season in the professional ranks, this achievement was nothing short of remarkable. It laid a solid foundation upon which René would build his future in the world of motocross. In 2017, René did more than just race. He made a resounding statement. He showcased his talent and potential to the motocross world, leaving no doubt about the bright future that lay ahead.
In no season you really know where you stand in the beginning, I guess, but yeah, we could always count on René's performances, definitely.
In 2018, René emerged as a dominant force in the 125cc class bracket, leaving an indelible mark on the class. It was a season of soaring triumphs, devastating setbacks, and unforgettable moments. With unparalleled determination, René climbed to the pinnacle of his sport. He not only secured victory in the fiercely competitive EMX 125 Championship.
About a half a lap to go. Hoffer getting closer every time, every turn.
But also showcased his prowess by dominating the ADAC Youngsters Cup on his KTM 250F. His years seemed to be unfolding in the best possible way, with triumphs that echoed his relentless pursuit of excellence. But fate had other plans. In the midst of what appeared to be an exceptional season, disaster struck. A devastating crash forced René to the sidelines, prematurely ending both championships due to a pelvic injury. It was a heart-wrenching turn of events, one that cast a shadow over the year's successes. Even in the face of adversity, René Hofer's resilience shone through. Despite sitting out a significant part of the season due to injury, he achieved a remarkable 3rd place overall finish in the Youngsters title. More significantly, he triumphantly secured his first 125cc title, reaffirming his status as a rising star in motocross.
2018 started perfectly until his injury. It was really disappointing to him and a really tough time. Of course, the disappointment was huge when he had to see with every GP that he couldn't ride his opponents. They catch up to his points lead. But yeah, René never gave up, and next to him watching the races, he already started training again, even though he was still in a wheelchair. So yeah, I guess this says a lot about him, and yeah, nobody could ever stop him.
In 2019, René embarked on another remarkable chapter of his motocross journey, once again ascending the ranks of the sport. In his first rookie season in the EMX 250 class, he defied expectations, securing a commendable 4th place overall finish. What made his achievement even more astonishing was the lingering pelvic injury from the previous season, a testament to his incredible perseverance and consistency on the track. Buoyed by his success in the EMX 250 class, René decided to take on the MX2 World Championship for the first time. His debut at the MXGP of Lombardia proved to be a grueling weekend. He qualified 28th on Saturday and finished 36th in race 1, opting not to start race 2. It was a harsh introduction to the competitive world of MX2, a stark reminder of the hurdles he had yet to conquer. Undeterred by the initial setback, René persevered. With a few more EMX races under his belt, he decided to re-enter the MX2 class. At the MXGP of Czech Republic in Loket, he qualified 20th and secured an impressive 12th overall with solid race performances. René's determination paid off, reassuring him that he had the potential to compete at this level. René's ascent continued as he aimed to establish himself as a top-tier MX2 World Championship rider. At the MXGP of Italy in Imola, he qualified 13th and delivered a spectacular performance, earning 7th overall with a remarkable 6th to 11th score. In only his 3rd professional race in the MX2 class, René proved he had a bright future ahead, and the motocross world took notice. René's momentum carried into the 2019 Motocross of Nations, where he proudly represented Team Austria in the MX2 class. Not only did he race for his country, but he also led the way for Team Austria, achieving the best finish on the team with a 12th place. René's outstanding performance earned him the prestigious Ricky Carmichael Award for the best rookie of the event, solidifying his status as a rising star in the world of motocross.
2019, René's childhood dream became reality. We were all so proud that he achieved this big step, and yeah, he achieved making his beloved hobby his job, and that's just an amazing thing to do. He always loved riding for his country, and yeah, he also loved being home.
The year 2020 marked a pivotal moment in René's motocross career. He embarked on a journey filled with excitement and challenges, officially joining the ranks of the iconic Red Bull KTM factory racing team. It was a season that would see him make his debut in the fiercely competitive MX2 World Championship.
It's always been a dream to come to this team. As being Austrian, it's quite an honor to race for this team and for this Austrian brand. I will enjoy every moment of it. Getting the factory team, and it was a real big thing for me because I cheered for every Red Bull KTM rider. So it was always my dream to come to this team.
For René, signing with the Red Bull KTM factory racing was a dream come true. It was an acknowledgement of his exceptional talent and dedication to the sport. But that was just the beginning of his remarkable journey. The MXGP of Great Britain at Matterley Basin marked René's first full-time Grand Prix. Eager to prove himself, he approached the race with determination and grit.
But at the end of the first official full lap then, René Hofer gets to lead a lap in MX2.
In a fierce battle with his competitors, René showcased his skills and secured an impressive 5th place overall finish. The second GP of the year, held at Valkenswaard, started on a promising note. René earned a fantastic 2nd place start in the first moto, eventually finishing 4th.
Here's what happened round 2 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of the Netherlands, at Valkenswaard. Tom Vialle in MX2 Race 1 with his second Foxhole shot of the season, closely followed by his teammate René Hoffer and Jed Beaton.
However, the second moto presented unexpected challenges and bike issues, resulting in a disappointing 26th place finish.
Race on lap 4, problem for René Hoffer.
This led to a 9th place overall, a mixed bag for his second race in the prestigious MX2 Championship. Following a tough outing in the Netherlands, René aimed for redemption at the MXGP of Latvia. He displayed his determination in the first race, earning a solid 5th place finish in Moto 1.
22nd, would eventually come home in 16th. Ruben Fernandez was not done yet though. He charged even harder up the field, made that move on René Hoffer to go 4th.
But misfortune struck again in Moto 2, forcing him out of the race. With a 15th place overall and 2 challenging races in a row, René was eager to turn the tide at the next Grand Prix. The MXGP of Riga was the next battleground for René. He started the race on a promising note, battling in the top 10. However, a harrowing moment changed everything.
Third, and a Moosdijk and Boirmé, Hoffer went out.
René hit a kicker on a jump, resulting in a frightening crash that not only ended his day, but also his entire season. Medical examination revealed a fractured left shoulder joint, requiring surgery. It was a heart-wrenching end to René's 2020 rookie MX2 season, a year marked by highs and lows, dreams realized and challenges conquered.
So a year later, 2020, René signed in the factory team, so he was my teammate that year. It was pretty cool. We trained actually the whole winter back in Spain and a little bit like between Spain and Belgium together with Joël Smith. So we actually did the whole winter together. We both had a good winter, so we trained like sport, like everything with bicycle, running, and the day of riding we trained together. We did our moto together the whole winter, and to be fair, René was already really good. I remember we had some tough training together. It was pretty cool, and he actually first GP for him in 2020. He almost won the second moto. I passed him, I think, like 2 laps to go. He was leading the whole moto. He was the first GP of the year, and he was really good, like riding. And unfortunately, I think he crashed. I remember he crashed in Latvia, and he hurt the shoulder. Was like only after 5 GP or something. Was also the start, you know, like with the COVID that year was a difficult year and a little bit weird season. So actually in 2020, when he did only 5 or 6 GP or something, and before he hurt the shoulder. So the year, I think he stopped the year and he started again on the winter 2020 and to prepare and be ready for 2021.
René's mindset was always the same, I think. It didn't matter if he was injured or in a good position of the season. It was always fight, hard training and discipline. Always to look ahead to the next achievement, the next season, the next race.
The year 2021 was a season of redemption and resilience for René, a year he approached as a comeback after the highs and lows of 2020. With months of dedicated physical therapy, recovery and rigorous training, René had set his sights on achieving his first podium finish and perhaps even clinching his maiden victory. The opening round of the 2021 season, the MXGP of Russia witnessed a rejuvenated René. He was fully healed and brimming with determination to make his mark in the class. In a hard-fought battle in the first moto, René secured a commendable 5th place finish. The second moto saw him launch with a hole shot.
MX2 Race 2, this time it was René Hoffer who grabbed the foxhole shot as his teammate got pushed wide on the exit of the turn. The 711 just had better drive just when it mattered.
Battling fiercely with his competitors, including his teammate Tom Vialle. Despite a late race crash, René showed his mettle.
Final lap, and for second position on the podium, Fernandez charged down the inside of the Austrian Hoffer.
Finishing 4th and securing an impressive 5th overall finish. It was a promising start to the season, especially after months of grappling with a grueling injury and the demanding road to recovery. A few weeks later, at the second round in Matterley Basin, Great Britain, René was determined to continue his resurgence. Unfortunately, the first moto didn't go as planned. He faced a poor start, experienced a crash, and dealt with bike issues, ultimately finishing 30th. In the second moto, René roared back with a remarkable performance, finishing a career-best third.
And then later on, René Hofer got him to second, but the Austrian then came back, sprung a surprise on the Frenchman. The Yamaha man then responded just after the halfway mark to get himself back into second ahead of Hofer, who would go on to finish in third place.
Despite the challenges, he secured a 9th place overall finish. It was a day of mixed emotions, with valuable lessons to be learned from both the highs and lows. René's determination remained unwavering as he consistently finished in the top 10 in 7 out of the next 8 races, including 2 top 5 finishes. A unique race schedule in 2021 presented an opportunity for René to participate in the prestigious Motocross of Nations event on September 26th, representing Team Austria. René's performance at the Motocross of Nations was nothing short of remarkable. In race 1, he fought his way to 8th place, a solid finish in a field of 450 machines. In the second race, he made a rocket-like start, securing 3rd place and battling for 2nd throughout the race. With scores of 8-3, René achieved his very first MX2 class overall win, a monumental achievement for the young Austrian. His contribution also helped Team Austria secure a commendable 9th place finish, an impressive feat for an underdog team. René returned to the regular MX2 season with newfound confidence after his Motocross of Nations triumph. The MXGP of Germany saw René achieve a new career best race finish, securing 3rd overall with impressive 2-4 scores. It marked his very first podium finish in the MX2 World Championship. Over the course of the next 3 races, René maintained his consistency, consistently finishing in or around the top 5. On October 27, 2021, René Hofer arrived in Italy for the MXGP of Pietramarata. He was determined to break free from being a top 5 rider and return to the podium. In the first moto, René started in 5th place but swiftly moved up to 4th. He engaged in a thrilling battle with his rival Ruben Fernandez throughout the race, ultimately settling for 4th. In the second moto, René shot out of the gate alongside his teammate Tom Vialle, running in 3rd place.
MX2, race 2, once again the Red Bull KTM's in the middle. Tom Vialle and René Hofer. This time they were flanked by the 959 of Maxime Renaux.
He closely followed the race leaders Renaux and Vialle. When a pivotal moment came, Vialle made a pass attempt on Renaux, causing both to bobble. René seized the opportunity, taking the lead and running with it.
Maxime Renaux then made this pass on Tom Vialle to lead, but the 28 didn't take too kindly. Up the next hill, he ran too aggressively up the inside, he crashed. Renaux also fell. Vialle picked himself up in 4th.
René Hofer was crowned a Grand Prix winner for the very first time, an extraordinary achievement in his motocross journey.
Yeah, it's definitely a day I will never forget. It's a big day for Austria, for Austrian motorsport, and yeah, I'm really grateful to have this opportunity to go with this team and to win my first GP ever. It's just amazing, you know.
For René, it was definitely another dream come true. He was the happiest human being, and yeah, we all achieved what we fought for since the beginning, and yeah, it was an amazing and surreal feeling for everyone.
In the final rounds of the season, René would finish top 5 to top 10. And after the final GPs, René sat 6th in point standings, making 2021 his best season to date and unfortunately his career.
So yeah, 2021 was a new season. The past year for René wasn't so good. He had a shoulder injury, and we trained again in the winter, all winter together. And René was getting stronger. We trained together in the gym and stuff, and it was a pretty nice year also for René. He started to be more consistent. I remember he had the tough start of the season in 2021, like the first 4 or 5 GP was a little bit, I think, from the injury from the year before. It wasn't so good like the beginning of the year, and then he really stepped it up. And middle of the year, he was going top 5, and he got the first. To be honest, I think it was the first podium in Germany for René. I was on P1, he was on P3 on that day, and it was his first podium, so it was really nice to share the podium with him. And was a cool day. I remember he led the first moto quite a while, like for over 15 minutes, and it was a nice race. And he grabbed actually end of the year, he got the first win in Arco, was really nice. He did actually great. The first moto was like 3 or 4, and he won the second moto to win the GP. And that was nice, and really René stepped it up that year in 2021. Like even at the end of the year, he got a few pole position. He was like this speed was going through, and he was really stepping up from the middle of the year till the end of the year, and grabbed of course this first win and a few really good races. Even at the last 2 GP in Montova, he was really good and really fast. So yeah.
In the wake of a successful year in the MXGP World Championship, René Hofer looked forward to a brief off-season, cherishing the moments that brought joy to his life. Spending time with family, receiving heartfelt gifts from fans, and indulging in his second passion, skiing, filled his days. It was a time to create cherished memories and reflect on his remarkable journey. But on December the 4th, 2021, a devastating and heart-wrenching tragedy struck that sent shockwaves through the motocross world. René Hofer, just 19 years old, lost his life in a skiing accident.
3 skiers are dead and 2 are injured after being hit by an avalanche in central Austria. The 2 injured skiers are recovering in a local hospital. Among the dead was a 19-year-old who was a junior motocross European and world champion.
The news cast a long shadow over the winter months as the motocross community grappled with the profound loss in their own ways. On December 17, 2021, Infront Racing, the organisation responsible for managing the MXGP World Championship, made a poignant announcement. They retired René's number 711 from all World Championship classes as a tribute to his memory. It was a solemn acknowledgement of the impact René had on the sport and the hearts of those who followed his journey. Throughout 2022, René's name continued to be honoured by the motocross community. Red Bull KTM's legendary rider Antonio Cairoli brought the number 711 to the United States, displaying it proudly on the shrouds of his bike for every race. René's close friend and teammate Tom Viol also paid tribute by adorning his bike with the number 711 throughout the year. In a poignant gesture, he took René's front number plate to the podium when he clinched the World Championship. Even in 2023, René Hofer's memory remains alive and well in the motocross world. Red Bull KTM continues to honour him with 711 stickers on their team headsets. In 2023, MX champion Andrea Adamo displayed the 711 sticker on his front number plate throughout the season, ensuring that René's spirit lives on. René Hofer will always be remembered for his incredible personality, talent, and speed. He was truly a one-of-a-kind person and athlete. René will never be forgotten in our sport as he meant so much to so many. Forever, 711.
So yeah, with René, we have been like I said, I started to know him like 2019. We started to train in the summer together, and then he came in the factory team. So he was training he was training with Didi. The first year was, so in 2020 we were a little bit separate, like for the sport and the gym. But then by the winter 2020 and 2021 season, we did like everything together, from the gym, from the bicycle, from the running, did the training on the bike, and we share a lot of moments. We always, before the gym, I remember like we used to play ping pong, and he was actually good, and that one was one of the best running. Like every day we were coming to the morning and before we start the gym, and he was pretty good. He used to play before to the ping pong, and I was also pretty good. So we never filmed a match. I'm sad now, like we should have really filmed a match, but it was really crazy. We had some really good game, and we had a lot of funny moments also on the race, traveling to the race. We kind of traveled a lot together also to the race. So I had for the last 2 years as my teammate. I never really had a teammate like who was so close like this, because we, like I said, we trained all the time together. So we had a really good relationships, and yeah, it was really some nice moments, nice memory.
René was an amazing human being at, but also off the track. We always laughed when we trained the races to see him ride and to support him, and also when he came home again after many weeks of traveling, and we could spend a lot of time together. We were always so proud of René, and we still are, and he will always stay present in our lives. We always admired how much he lived for this sport and how much he loved and fought for his big dreams. For me, René is not only the best rider in the world, but above all, he's the very best brother I could ever wish for. We are not only so thankful for all the opportunities René gave us, like the people we met, the places we saw, and the experiences we made, but also for all the beautiful, funny and lovely memories we could share together. Thank you so much, René. We miss you very, very much. We are so proud of you, and we will always carry you in our hearts forever. And as we already promised you, we will go with a smile through life like you always did. We love you so, so much, and never forget. Amor. Sehen wir uns wieder.